The Pipeline Professionals Association of Nigeria hosted oil and gas stakeholders, pipeline operators, engineers, technicians, managers, government officials, and indigenous oil service companies at the maiden conference of the Nigerian International Pipeline Technology and Security Conference 2017. Exhibitions, training sessions, and award dinner were part of the features of the event, which were geared towards showcasing challenges of pipeline technology and security in Nigeria, with the aim of preferring solutions, enhancing business and investment opportunities. Dignitaries that were present at the conference were the Group Managing Director of Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Maiken T. Baru, the Executive Secretary of Nigerian Content Development Management Board, Engineer Simbe Wabote, the Chairman of Pipeline Professionals Association of Nigeria, Engineer Geoff Onyoha, the Chief Executive of Energy and Corporate Africa, Sir Sani Oputa, among others. In a build-up to the welcome address, Sir Sani Oputa, the Chief Executive Officer of Energy and Corporate Africa, set the ball rolling by categorically stating that the conference is geared towards sharing insight and preferring solutions that will improve pipeline infrastructure daily and yearly.
Move on with us as we create a chance for us to gain insight and share knowledge. As we start this again to keep on rolling, we might not have done all the works, but we believe that we are work in progress. We expect some constructive suggestions from you at the end of the day, as this will enable us to make sure that we improve daily and yearly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Group Managing Director present, without much ado about nothing, I'd like to welcome the Chairman of Pipeline Professional Association of Nigeria, Engineer Geoff Onyoha, for the welcome address. Engineer Onyoha.
How did you end up working in pipelines, cleaning pipeline? There are all these big jobs, all these high-tech jobs in the industry. I'm going to answer your question, but I'll answer it with a little story. If you have heard it before, please pardon me. So it was that the different parts of the body had this big argument going to determine which one is most vital and which one should be the boss. Of course, the brain says, look, I don't even believe we're having this discussion. I am the one, I control everything. And the heart said, wait a minute, but I'm the pump, the engine room, if I don't pump. And the leg says, okay, without us, the pair of legs, you won't get anywhere. So while all this discussion was going on, they heard a faint voice in the background, in the rear, saying, people, I think I'm the one who should be the boss. And everybody looks around and says, who is that? They say it's the Anus. And everybody laughs. Say, you? How can you be the boss? Look, you have nothing. You are dirty. The only thing you do is passage. Just let things go through. And you look ugly, you smell ugly, and you're hidden away. Nobody sees you. And they just laughed their way up and went on to their discussion, deciding who would be the boss. And of course, he kept quiet and decided to seal up. So when he sealed up, soon enough, everything started backing up. And pressure started building. And there was stress. The stomach group started growing. The brain started shivering. The legs got wobbly. And every part of the body was in serious distress. So as this distress was going on, it got to the point, he just kept quiet. It got to the point that all of them were just saying, please, 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 let the pressure go. We are dying here. Can you just let the pressure go? And he says, okay, people, let us settle this thing now. Who is the boss? And everybody said, look, we agree, you are the boss. You are the boss. Just be the boss. You know, as we say in Nigeria, carry go, you are the boss. So at that time, he let go. And I think that's beginning to understand how important pipelines are. And that's what led us to start the association, where professionals can get together, talk about training Nigerians, talk about new technology, talk about how to share experience so that what one company knows is shared by the other. So ladies and gentlemen, I use this opportunity to just thank you and welcome all of you who have come to this event. And thank those who have sponsored it, who have supported it, especially the GMB, the ES, my good friends who recognize the importance of pipeline. There is the issue of, if we're going to spend all these $1 billion in pipelines, how do we make sure that at least part of the money stays? And I know the NCDM is working in that area, so that we can do some backward integration. We can build the pipes and maybe manufacture the steel that is used to build the pipes. You're going to spend $1 billion in investment. You better make sure a good part of it stays with you. So there's a lot of discussions that we need to talk about pipeline. And unfortunately, when we go to any big conference, we hear everything about geology, a pipeline is hardly mentioned. And yet, when an issue occurs to pipeline, everything comes from it. Thank you very much for recognizing the importance of pipelines. And we hope to work with you, work with the GMB, work with the different departments to ensure that the pipeline asset in Nigeria is well protected and serves our country the way we want it to serve.
The Group Managing Director of the NNPC described the theme of the conference as apt and vital.
The choice of the topic for the conference is apt, especially at a time when security is topping the agenda of all discussions in the oil industry. I would like to sincerely thank the duo of the Pipeline Professionals Association of Nigeria Plan and Energy and Corporate Africa for this great privilege and honor. Let me also commend the organizers of the initiative. It is my fervent belief that recommendations from this conference will help the industry and government in solving the menace of pipeline vandalism and sabotage in Nigeria. Pipeline vandalism is the greatest threat to the Nigerian economy, both in terms of revenue loss and environmental effects.
He also challenged all key players in the sector to rise up to the occasion, as all challenges in the sector are surmountable.
As such, all key players in the industry should rise and confront these challenges, as they are not insurmountable. This forum, therefore, presents an opportunity not only to overcome these challenges, but also to record giant strides towards ensuring the security of pipeline infrastructure in the Nigerian oil and gas industry.
The Group Managing Director, Mekante Baro, gave us statistics of the losses incurred through pipeline vandalism and proffered solutions to curb this menace.
In 2016 and 2017 alone, the Trans-Forcados pipeline was breached over 30 times, while the Trans-Niger pipeline was attacked 63 times. On the average, in 2016 alone, about 700,000 barrels of oil was lost to pipeline vandalism on a daily basis. Towards the end of the first quarter and second quarter of 2016, the attacks on pipelines reached the highest point when the two major crude oil export pipelines of Forcados and Kwa Ibo terminals were sabotaged. Nigerian daily crude oil production during the period went down to as low as 1.3 million barrels from 2.2 million barrels targeted for the same period. In fact, pipeline vandalism contributed significantly to the recession experienced by the country. Furthermore, because of the interrelationship between the crude oil pipelines and condensate evacuation from the gas plants, power generation in the country also dropped significantly, as the gas plants had to shut down when condensates could not be evacuated.
After enumerating the losses incurred by the country through pipeline vandalization, he proffered solutions to protect pipeline infrastructure in Nigeria.
Consequently, we must endeavor to carry out a systematic diagnosis and prepare workable, practicable, and actionable solutions that will guarantee sustainability of our pipeline infrastructure. This will include proper design, installation, maintenance, and adoption of modern technologies in line with the global best practices in pipeline protection. More so, the huge capital investments made in the pipeline network across the country should trigger more resolute determination to finding lasting solutions to the perennial challenges threatening the future of pipeline infrastructure in the country. No doubt, this is a necessary integral part of the solution, and it demands genuine contentment, dedication, truthfulness, and collaborative efforts of all stakeholders in line with the current efforts being championed by the Presidency to secure the future of the Niger Delta as a region where peace and tranquility shall continue to reign. NNPC and other governmental agencies have continued the advocacy through enlightenment of civil society, NGOs, religious organizations, and the general public on the impact of vandalism of pipelines to the oil and gas value chain and the entire country as a whole. Government, on its part, has continued to engage the Niger Delta with the view to developing an agreeable framework for the development of the region.
The Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development Management Board, Engineer Simbi Wabote, also gave credence to the purpose of the gathering and how important the pipeline infrastructure is in Nigeria.
Therefore, on behalf of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, I would like to commend the organizers of NIPITEX 2017 for bringing together many stakeholders in our industry under one roof to deliberate on topical issues and exhibit pipeline-related products, which are very important components of our oil and gas industry and beyond.
Another stakeholder who gave his remarks during the conference was the Acting Director of Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, Engineer Chidi KZ Izuwa.
If we cannot provide for the many, we cannot protect the few. Now, if there's not the poor, if we're not very careful, we'll soon have nothing else to eat but the rich. And if there's no human security in the areas where we produce hydrocarbons, we're not going to have security ourselves. And that security can only be achieved through sustained infrastructural development.
The training sessions were informative and an eye-opener to the new opportunities, technologies that abound in installing and protecting pipeline infrastructure in Nigeria.
In terms of pipeline security, there are a cocktail of approaches to this. There is the social component. I mean, if you need to sustain it, you need three basic pillars to this security. You need the social component, you need the economic component, and a lot of work by FADOB, you need the environmental component. So there is the technical side of it, or the technological side of it, which is what we'll be talking about. The use of drones, the use of right-of-way contractors, the use of the JTF. These are complementary approaches. There is nothing like absolutism when you come to trying to resolve a challenge. You need to look at the technical side, the depth of cover of the pipeline. You need to rejig for brown pipelines, for example. You need to redesign. People use concrete slabs, but those concrete slabs are very brittle. You need to re-engineer that. You need to introduce some stainless steel components, because when you begin to drill, it moves from brittleness to toughness. So there's a lot of things you can do. You increase the depth of cover, there has to be a budgetary component. You engage in dialogue. So what my colleague has just talked about, engaging communities. The land owning families, because if a line is passing through my building, I should be able to make that determination. The forces required to compress or explode the pipeline are tremendous. They're in excess of 350,000 kilograms. So just having a building or a pipeline doesn't mean the pipeline will collapse. But the objective is there's a right of way, there is an additional component, 100 meters this way, 100 meters that way, so that at least the potential impact zone is reduced.
I think government should show interest. Pipeline, 13 kilometers of pipeline is not a joke. Our pipeline are aging and we need to be replacing them. And when we are replacing them, we should be interested in the kind of construction methodology that we use. Basically, that's what I will stop now. If you have any specific questions, particularly on the cost, I'm ready to take you on it.
Please, I want to know how in the past you've been able to resolve issues when they arise. In situation, HDD has been applied across a river, and there's a need later on to do a dredging because we want to enlarge that river body for ship entry. I want to know what HDD had taken place before the dredging. How have you been able to resolve such situation in your work?
Your pipeline is under HDD, is far deep in the soil. So dredging the river has no impact on the position of your HDD because they are far apart. So in fact, that's even why it is even recommended, because for the open cut system that we have done in the past, we have had costs to go and relocate our pipeline because we want to dredge that line for vessels to be able to pass. But in the case of HDD, you don't even need to worry yourself because it's gone deep down.
Some participants and paper presenters took time out to express the value that the conference NIPITEX 2017 has added to their knowledge base.
Oh yes, as we saw in the meeting, when they started, most of the personnel who ran those technology, those drilling rigs, were foreigners. Now, majority of the people are Nigerians. So a lot of training is taking place. And you know, the best training is the on-the-job training, which is what is happening on these projects.
I'm really impressed with what I've seen, especially as it relates to local capacity. For the first time, I got to know that we have an indigenous company that can actually build, manufacture peaks in country, PPA. And I think I'm impressed. And I've seen a lot of other indigenous companies who are doing great things that can help us actualize, the objective of this 2 days conference. And also I'm impressed with the top level participation of some of our industry leaders from NNPC, from NCDMB. Quite impressed. And I think that, going forward, I expect that next year will even be better than what we have experienced these last 2 days.
The issue of pipeline conference is so key that I believe this kind of conference or coming together of pipeline companies will form a pressure group that will address the pipeline vandalism in the country and also address the issue of creating the necessary opportunities required by local companies to thrive in pipeline construction.
What I take away from is that a platform has been created where people can gain insight, share knowledge, and also optimize for business as far as pipeline issues and technology and security in Nigeria. Right now, people can understand the challenges and the issues involved in pipeline. People have come to know that it's better to sit down together and look into the issues and start to provide solutions. We understand there is a problem. Pipeline security is a problem in Nigeria, but there are solutions. The best solutions will be integrating technology and community relations. Community relations in the sense that the people have to be empowered. The people have to be involved in guiding the pipelines within their community. And people have to be given jobs within that periphery. And also using technology will help to enhance the whole situation. And I keep asking people, what is the cost of human life? What is the price of human life? It is priceless. So instead of putting people in harm's way, putting about 100 or 200 soldiers on Novi Gas in harm's way, let drone do it. Not only that drone can use to give real-time solution and information so that we can find a way how to solve situations, drone can also do maintenance work. Drones with robotic arms can do a lot of things. People have started to apply it in Nigeria, but we want to encourage maximum usage for people to understand with drones can do a lot of things. Drones, for instance, can see in 3 dimensions more than one camera can see. And drones can also, with robotic arms, do some repairs and some maintenance work. And also talking about what you just mentioned, we have to embrace technology. We have to get into research and development. The entire Africa, from the statistics that was gotten so far, is about 1.1% in R&D. While America is about 26.4% in the whole world, you can see Nigeria is within 0.3%, which is nothing to write home about. If we must produce technology for the future, we must surely get into R&D. Get into use of technology like the HDD, drone, horizontal drilling, and otherwise. This will surely help us.
To climax the event, Pipeline Professionals Association of Nigeria organized an award dinner to relax after the deliberations and, more importantly, to recognize its sponsors who are deserving of honor for their hard work in ensuring that pipeline infrastructure are secure and protected.
I have the rare privilege of listening to this man every time I use him as a dance, and I'd like to call on him now to receive this award from one engineer chief, KC Isuwas.
I know people keep on telling me there's nothing like a miracle if you try in this circle of life. But
and finally, to engineer Simbi KCA Wawote, ES-NCDMB, Yoki Ita. Yoki will receive on behalf of the ES. Can we put? Yes.
Whenever you go put this on my head, shop, show, make we holler, let it go. Oh, yeah, come, make we go.
Congratulations to the Pipeline Professionals Association of Nigeria, Energy and Corporate Africa, sponsors, and all participants who were in attendance of NIPITEX 2017. See you next year.
Nothing I do for them, I make me feel, I make me check, I'm not too hard, them they use to